Huh? Oh, hi. Um, Thanks for the offer, but I'm a designated driver. Can't accept any drinks tonight as much as I look like I need one. Have to be responsible and all that. You thought I was stood up? Like, waiting for a date that ended up being a no-show? Damn. Do I look that pissed off? Well, I guess I sort of have a resting bitch face, so... Makes sense? But no, I'm just waiting around until my friend needs a ride home. You see that group of girls all the way back there at that table? The one wearing the bright pink shirt and laughing obnoxiously loud is my bestie. Honestly, I'm only really here for her sake, since we spent most of today together anyway, so might as well follow her here, but, I'll drive any of our other friends home if they need. Don't need anyone going home unsafe. Her friends are alright, but my best friend and I don't really get along with the same sort of people necessarily. Ugh, I sound like a dick. My friend likes more extroverted people, and I'm more low-key. Doesn't mean I think ill of her friends or anything. I just rather not be involved. That's why I'm over here. Too many people around for my tastes, and being the one sober person around a bunch of tipsy drunk people isn't really fun. But anyway, you didn't come over here to get sucked up into some boring friend group dynamics talk, so I'll just shut up now, and you can scope out another woman to get a drink for. You don't really have to pretend. Guys don't usually offer to buy drinks for women they don't know just for funsies. I'm not like going to bust your operation or something. You go do whatever you want. Go on. I'm sure not every other woman in here is a designated driver. If they were, then that would just be proof that you have the worst luck in the history of ever. Just do me a favor and don't hit on my friend's table. I'm pretty sure most of them already have boyfriends. Not completely sure, though. They break up and get back together every other month. It can be hard to remember which stage they're in right now, and honestly, I'm beyond caring. Me? I'm single, but that's more so me just not being on the market. I'm not really looking for anything, actively searching or whatever. Dating apps are weird and mainly filled with people trying to fuck, which I'm not personally interested in, at least up front. And I don't really go out, so it's not like I'm going to run into someone organically. Everything's just a hassle, so why bother? I'm content enough on my own. You've been catfished before? Damn. That sucks. I can't believe people actually think they would have picked someone up doing that. Did she honestly think you wouldn't notice she wasn't matching up with her pictures on the app when she showed up for the date? Using old pictures like that. Stupid. Like, if you don't really look the same in your pictures, then what's the point of using them? No one wants to see an old-ass pic of what you used to look like. We're living in the here and now, not in the back then. See, that's why I refuse to use those apps. People are just lying, not being themselves. I mean, people can do that when you meet organically too, but at least then it's a little harder. Can't lie about your appearance, at least. So, you going to scope someone else out? I'd give you advice, but I think we've already established I'm not a people person. The best advice I can give is to not walk up to one of the women that already seems to be out with their partners. That would probably go really bad. But who knows? Maybe you can pull a Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh, you're comfortable here? Well, all right then. I mean, if you want to stay here, then who am I to tell you no? Not like I own the bar or something crazy like that. But you should know ahead of time that, like, I'm really boring. So if you end up wanting to get comfortable somewhere else, then just tell me. It'll save us a lot of awkwardness if you do that. I'm just being straightforward. In fact, everyone should be a little more straightforward. Not impolite, mind you, just don't play social chess. People will play social chess and imply something with actions instead of just doing or saying what they want, and I'm dense, so most of the time I will miss these cues. I'm refreshing. Huh. That's a weird way to pronounce strange, but I'll take refreshing. So, let's get the boring talk out of the way. What do you do for work? Interesting. Me? I'm lucky enough to work from home. Freelance graphic design. On one end, it can be stressful working freelance, but on the other hand, I get to control the type of projects I work on a bit more. That's nice. My favorite thing to work on is logos. You factor in branding, the message, readability, and, generally make it look eye-catching. Like a perfect mix of artistic ability and technicality. I get passionate about many dumb things. Honestly, through the years, I've had to tone it down. People find that sort of thing irritating, I've learned. You're just saying that to be polite. No one actually wants to hear me ramble about boring things like, I don't know, the power of typeface or video game lore. That is lame, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure what I said is what people call lame. Are you trying to outlame me? You can compare and contrast all you want. I am fairly certain I am the lamer person between the two of us. I almost lost a friendship because I literally could not stop gushing about the lore of a video game when my friend wanted me to shut up so she could talk about how hot the guys were in it, and I just could not. I'm being completely serious. She snapped on me, which made me sad, and then we stopped talking for a couple of months. No, we made up eventually, but I stopped gushing about things with her. Just keep it to myself. It's easier now that I'm older, since my frontal lobe is fully developed now, and I'm not dumb as rocks anymore, but yeah. Honestly, even if I could drink tonight, I probably wouldn't get much of anything. I'm a super lightweight, and I don't like alcohol much at all. Everything I do drink is like mostly juice with like a little drop of alcohol. Yeah, the girly drinks. I don't know, it's not for a lack of trying things. My dad's a whiskey guy, so I've tried that. Sometimes hurts my tummy. My mom likes wine, so I've tried that. Don't mind it too much, really. I had Belgium and Japanese beer. Dislike both. I think I just don't like beer. And I like juice with 1 drop of vodka. Really living it up. I'm not really a social drinker. Don't usually go out to bars like this if I can help it. I'm a boring homebody. If I drink, I'm usually at my computer or, I don't know, cuddled up in front of my TV, relaxing. A club? No. Could you imagine me in a club? Never been in one, never want to be in one. I don't know, it's like too much for me. I don't have a social battery that can keep me energized throughout something like that, and I know I'm not a catch or anything, but what if someone was being creepy or something? I'm too stupid to be able to handle a situation like that. What's my speed? I guess I like relatively calm stuff. Like earlier today, my friend and I got brunch and checked out the aquarium in the next city over. Little day trip, and us being here was mostly her friends asking her to come, but the first half of the day was my idea. Now that I'm saying it, it sounds kind of boring, but I had a fun time. It was super nice. Though I could be extremely biased because growing up I moved to this like pretty small island with not much to do, so my parents would take me to the aquarium there on a fairly regular basis. I don't know why I loved it so much because it was the same stuff to see every time, but it was fun for me. Looked at all of the fishies, read all of the factoids, and got a plushie by the end. It's not a proper trip unless it ends with a souvenir. Actually, I did keep up tradition. I bought a small little, a little stingray plush today. Probably gonna put it somewhere on my work desk so he'll stare right at me and shame me into getting my work done. Uh-huh. So, what do you like to do for fun? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Oh, trips are fun. Have you ever taken a road trip? Like a long cross-country one? It's great. A lot of work to set up, but so worth it. My parents took me on one when I was a snotty little teenager. Didn't appreciate it as much as I should have, but it's alright. I'll probably try to do the trip over again sometime now that I'm older and can enjoy it better. Though I'll have to see if I can get someone to come with me. Well, I'd be too scared to go it alone. Afraid someone might snatch me up or murder me in the middle of nowhere. A lady traveling on her own is an easy target, unfortunately. Us? Road tripping. You think you can handle being trapped in a car with me for hours on end? What if we don't even like the same sort of music? I'll end up torturing you with my mess of a playlist. Well, I'm too lazy to separate out my music into specific playlists, so it's just one big pile of blah. 1 minute, it's classical music. The next, generic pop, and then afterwards, an electric guitar shredding, and then, add in some Pinoy music for flavor. Just cause. I think the only playlist I specifically made was one to put in the background when I play video games. A bunch of upbeat stuff so I don't get all grumpy or something. Oddly enough, it helps. Okay, fine. I concede to the idea that the person driving has control over the music. A nice diplomatic option. So, hypothetical scenario. What do we do for points of interest? Do we just take turns with that too? Like, what if I really want to go to Yellowstone or something? I've already been once, but that isn't important. But what if you really want to go to what was it called? The Billy Bass Adoption Center? How are we to decide? Oh, it's like this restaurant, and their gimmick is that they cover their walls in those hanging fish that flop and sing this silly song. Yeah, those ones. I think the batteries are taken out before they're hung up. What, do you want your ears to be blown up while you're eating your catfish or whatever? Speak for yourself. That's not the sort of thing I'd be on the road for. Honestly, this sounds lame, but most of the places I want to go are places I've been already. Want to make better memories there, Not to mention I can actually get in on some pictures. I look back on it now, and I was always too much of a grumpus to get in the pictures, so now I barely have any. It's disappointing, really, but no one to blame other than myself for being hard-headed. Look at you. Got me yapping in a speedy amount of time. That's fairly hard to do, I'm introverted, so yeah. I was supposed to spend this night sitting over here on my lonesome, perfectly portioning the battery on my phone since it's in that weird place where it's too old to hold a charge, but not old enough for me to bother replacing. This is nice. It's only been a short amount of time, so can't say anything definitive, but you're nice to talk to, at least. That was supposed to sound like more of a compliment. Not really sure if it comes out like that. Sorry. Well, that's a strange thing to ask. No, no, I'll answer it, but my answer's probably going to be unconventional. uh, I guess the thing I look for in a guy is a friend. No, but like, I mean it as in, if I can't be friends with my potential boyfriend, then it's not really worth it for me. I won't get into it since people get all weird about it, but I don't feel attraction to guys until there's some sort of bond, like emotional factor. I mean, people like to sit there and tell me that everyone's like that, but it's to the degree that I just never had crushes or hots for a celebrity or something. It's just, yeah, yeah. Um, so physical looks don't really matter all too much to me. Most guys are just in a generic category of looking fine, like looking alright, nothing crazy. I mean, I can objectively see when people are like society hot, like, guys and like the hottest men, whatever fucking shit. But like, it doesn't. It's this. I don't see it though. Like, I understand it, but it doesn't do anything for me. So, as long as a guy just takes care of himself and all that standard stuff when it comes to looks, it's good. I mean, I'm not looking for money or nothing, and I don't really care what people do for work. I'm not some sort of elitist. I mean, I'm a graphic designer, for fuck's sake. I'm not like living the high life or anything. I just want someone I could trust and confide in. All of those cheesy, mushy, gushy, other ushy words you could use to describe domestic life stuff. Yeah. Ooh. Anyway, new question. So, do you make habits of chatting up lonely women in bars? Not really. I guess I'm just special. I'm kidding. A girl did what? Oh my god. Who says that? I I could understand saying something out of pocket like that if you came onto someone sort of creepy like, but if you did the same sort of thing like tonight, like what you did with me, then I don't get it. You seem pretty normal and cool. Ah, unfortunately, some people just sort of suck. I mean, people being unnecessarily mean and reply suck, and not that you suck at trying to. Fuck. I'm not. No. I'm not cute. That's not cute. It's me not thinking through what comes out of my mouth. And then I end up saying the wrong thing, and then I have to try and fix it. But it's too late, and then I realize I should have just never spoken in the first place. Well, you can call it whatever you want. I still know what it actually is, so yeah. Yeah. Damn. Just got a text. My friend's finished? Oh, God. We finished up while I was yapping. I can't believe I didn't notice. I guess I have to call it here. I have to take her home. Don't want her taking an Uber home or something when I can just do it myself. Let me just... Here. I don't know if you even want it, but here's my number if you want to text or something. You can totally toss it if you don't want to. No hard feelings. Not like that's big of a deal, but figured since we had a nice chat, we could, I don't know, chat some more, if you'd like. Though, if you want to toss it, at least wait for me to leave so I don't have to actually see you throwing it away, and I can retain a shred of my dignity when I realize a couple of days later that I've embarrassed myself. Anyway, I'll go before I start rambling again and go ahead and get out of here. Thanks for talking with me tonight. You made tonight actually good. Bye.